Very happy to be with Christian Mas from
Not
the
founder,
founding
from the founding family.
family of Sotis Paris. And this is a very, very beautiful, elegant, prestigious French brand for skin and for aesthetic treatments. And we are very fortunate to have him here with us at HBS. And welcome.
Thank
Such
you.
a
Thank
pleasure
you very
to have
much.
you
A
here.
pleasure to see you.
So, as I was asking you, Christian, do you see Bollywood movies?
Not enough. Not enough.
Not enough.
I like, we had quite a glimpse in the mid 2010 in France. It was quite popular, but I cannot tell I'm a specialist. No.
Yes, but you know, you are in Bollywood land.
Yes.
Right now, Mumbai is the capital for all films.
Yes.
And who knows, you might get a break.
Why not? Why not? We don't know.
So, talking about your brand,
Yes.
you are launching Sotis here in India,
Yes.
and you're launching it at this show. Tell us a little bit about Sotis.
So this is a heritage beauty brand, I would say, in France. It has been founded in 1946. We will reach 80 years next year, so it's really a heritage.
Congratulations.
For me, thank you. I like to tell it's from the new wave of French beauty of the 60s. That's when my family bought the company. Originally, it was a small beauty salon in Paris with very special product that they would do downstairs. And little by little, my father made it grow until where we are now, one of the leading French brands. And we moved the factory, the laboratory, because we do everything in a house in Southwest France, where the family origins are.
Okay. So, now when you say that your brand is 80 years old,
Yes.
that is many years for a skincare brand to be.
Yes.
And it also means that it's many years of R&D and many years of product development.
Yes.
And can you tell me if this brand is suitable for skin of women and men across the world?
I think it is. Of course, there's differences between, if I globalize Asian skin and Caucasian skin and darker skins, but being in the market for so long and especially doing export for so long, it gave us some experience where we have, for example, for the creams, two types of formulas or textures. So we will have for lighter and more heavy to adapt to the weather condition and so on. And we have a very long experience in Southeast Asia, especially Malaysia and Singapore, where the products are doing very well. So of course the skins are very different, but being there for so long gave us the range of formula that is, I think, good.
Right. If I remember right, we did have Sotis in India some years ago.
We did,
You did.
yes.
Yes. But I think it's better. This is a better time for you to come now.
I think yes. After I cannot do the past again, and we gave it a first try with a partner that was a good man, and we respected a lot this partnership. But maybe it was not the right time for Sotis. I think now is the good time. We also, as businessmen, are more mature. The partners that we met share really the same philosophy and want to develop Sotis as a brand upon its strength, and I'm sure it will be very nice. I think it's the right timing now.
So, you're right, because at the time when you came last,
Yeah.
you were too early.
We-
And it
Yeah.
was too early for India.
I believe so.
Yes.
I believe so.
I think that the whole country, the Indian consumer has changed in a very big way. And especially now, Indians are consuming luxury.
Yes.
So you are here at the right time.
Thank you. I hope so. I hope so.
Certainly. Are there any specific range of products that you are launching here today?
There's many specific ranges, but yes, indeed, we deliver step by step. Yashesh and Tejas really wanted to focus on the strength of Sotis. So there are some iconic products like the Desqua Creme, which is our chemical cleanser, which exists since the 60s and has been evolving since. We launch, of course, our hydrating products and our institute treatments as well as our brightening treatment. So we focus on the face first.
Right. You yesterday launched your brand in a program, in a beautiful launch party
Thank you.
here.
Thank you.
During that time, you talked about the Sotis treatments. You know, the Sotis
Yeah.
style of doing treatments.
Yes.
Is there a certain protocol that Sotis follows?
Yes, because first, what is very important to know is that Sotis, as a professional brand, everybody starts from the treatment room. So when we develop a treatment, we start from the treatment first to do the retail after. So it's a whole philosophy. And we have a laboratory that employs about 30 people. And in these 30 people is 2 therapists that have their own treatment rooms in the center of the laboratory. It's really like the heart of the laboratory. And that's where we develop the protocols. So it's really a step by step. And the result will be delivered by a success or by a succession of products, but also by the therapist maneuvers, where we have our own massage protocols that are developed for each treatment.
That is, I think, so important because it's finally the therapist who will actually deliver the treatment to
Definitely.
the client. And if the therapist is trained in a certain way or a certain protocol, then I think the product and the treatment together will work magic.
Exactly. It's really the beauty of our job is not standardized. So I always say we train them as good as we can. I always say 50% of the success is the brand and 50% is the therapist. And that makes this treatment unique.
You're right. You're right. Because many times you could be working with a beautiful brand and
it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
And if you have a super therapist with, say, not leading brand, she can maybe make it work. So it's really the meeting of both. Yeah.
True. So tell me about your experience at HBS. What are the kind of people you have met? What are the questions that people have asked you about your brand?
First of all, HBS, I must say I'm quite impressed of the show. I trusted Yashesh in Tejas, but of course I didn't really have expectation. I was like, let's see. And I must say it's a very professional show at the level of what we see in Europe, basically. So I was not lost. After, of course, it's for me very hair oriented, but still there are some beauty brands. And also I was more impressed by the quality of the visitors because I think on the first day we have seen 60 or 70% of the Indian chains that we will not have reached in another way. So it's interesting to see that the key player of Indian hair and beauty are here.
That is true. Because it is a very technically oriented event, HBS.
Yes.
It's more about discovering what is new. So whether it is new products or new treatments or new trends, that is what we try to bring on this platform.
Okay.
And which is why you will find a lot of technical people here.
It's really, you can really see it.
Yeah. So not just the owners of brands, but also the people who are actually going to deliver the product to the client.
Yes, completely.
Yeah. Tell me the secret of the success of Sotis as a brand. What makes Sotis stand out as a different product?
I think there's many reasons. I think the fact that it's a family company is quite important. Why is that important? Because being a family company, we can think long term.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't change direction with the weather, and that's why we've been in this professional field for so long with this ethics of work. So I think that's a very important point. The second important point is our laboratory and our capacity to renew itself. Ourselves. You discussed about the various skin type in the world, for example, and so on. We launch about 30 to 50 new formula every year, And of course, we listen to our distributors a lot. And I think that enables the brand to be always actual. We have spas that work with us for about 20 years. I'm not only thinking of the term the spa in Belgium. And some therapists are there for 20 years. If Sotis will have always the same protocol and not renew itself, they will change the brand. So I think one of the secrets is there also to be the same brand, but the product offer is completely different than 10 years ago. So I think that's
Right, right. Actually, the way beauty is evolving, uh, what do you think is going to happen in the future? Because people talk about AI in beauty,
Yeah.
people talk about technology in in beauty. So
It's sure it will come in a certain way. I think in terms of product offering, there has been a big push to organic. In Europe, at least, it seems more stable. There's still a push in cosmetics or doctor-related cosmetics, and I think they will stay as well. And what you say is very interesting. The push to the AI and the machine becomes stronger and stronger. Of course, now they're machine-driven treatment. I even heard that they started to do treatment without beautician, only with the machine. I come back from the
I hope
United
not.
States.
I hope not.
Apparently, they make some tests, but I think the machine will never replace the beautician. So that's the beauty of our job. And yes, the AI will be interesting, like for everything, if it's used wisely. So I think it is as a support, and we're working on this as a support to the skin diagnosis and things like that.
Yes.
It can be fantastic. But yeah,
Yes.
so the trend of AI will definitely continue.
What do you think about brands using AI and AR online for talking to their customers? Because I see many of the times that you have brands who have, you can scan your face and then the brand can recommend products for you or maybe tell you what's wrong with your skin.
It's hard for me to judge. It's hard for me to judge. I think, of course, the technology itself is interesting. The question is more how you use it. And I think the interest of skin diagnosis or with a machine or computer, uh, it's better if it's human checked. So I'm for AI, but with the human checking.
Right.
So that's a bit for me my limit, and that's the difference between a professional brand and a more retail oriented brand.
Right. Do you feel that technology will change how aestheticians will work in the salons in the future? In the sense that will they be having more assisted, they will be assisted by tools or gadgets or more machines? Is that where it's going?
Today I would say yes. Today I would say yes, but we're really at the midway. I think so. There's many technologies, but it's hard to identify a leading technology for the part of machine. But yes, it will help I think it will help the beautician in the product recommendation and things like that, but it will not replace the beautician itself. So,
I understand what you mean, because even in India,
yeah.
there are people who will prefer the touch of an esthetician
Yes.
on the face and the body, and then there are people who feel that if there is a machine or a gadget,
It's more efficient.
it's more effective
Yeah.
and more efficient.
Yeah.
So, but the whole world is moving towards wellness.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So but the customer today, he wants everything. He wants organic, super effective, almost medical, but wellness at the same time. So it's a bit complicated. But yes, what you say is correct. Yeah, yeah.
So-
And I'm very happy that you mentioned wellness, because I think five years ago the trend was only super effective, and I was in the United States before, and it's 2 times I hear the word wellness in a week. So that means the trend is coming back, and I think that's important, because it's a fundament of our work. Yeah, yeah,
I think that today, if you see even spas, spas are offering, there is a kind of merging between a spa and a salon.
yes, yes,
And
completely.
spas are offering treatments which they never used to,
Yeah,
for the face, for hands, for
Yeah.
feet, even for hair. And then, of course, if you go to clinics, and especially clinics in Europe are very, very advanced,
yes,
and they are doing very, very advanced aesthetic treatments.
yes, yes, yes.
So, do you see a future of Sotis in such places?
I think first I really like what you mentioned in the beginning because in France, for example, like 15 years, there was really a war between spas and salons. Like spas will say we don't do the same job than salons, we are more in the well-being and so on. Salons will say we are the only true specialists. But for me, it has always been the same person that is behind and is the same work, so to say. And what you say, we can see all over the work that the spa, they go more to face care as well and so on. And I think it's important for them as well because it generates more revenue. It is better to sell product after face care. So that's an important point. Now the clinics, it's something we consider. It's a bit the same in the way that doctors and beauticians many times they consider themselves as enemies, but in fact they could work together, and that's something we start to do with some doctors in the UK, notably, and so on, because they understand as well that they will retain their customer better
Right.
if they do some wellness and some beauty care besides. So it all works together.
Right. And in fact, they could complement one
They are
another.
complementary. Because a beautician, she will never replace a medical advice. It's not the same.
No.
But on the other hand, if the customer, she do the wellness and she has a healthier skin when she come, it will be more effective and she will be more confident. So it's, yeah.
I agree. I agree. There is a big trend for the consumers
Yes,
to go to a doctor because they feel that the doctor will deliver the
Quick.
results faster
exactly. Quick
and more
result.
effectively.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but sometimes it's not true every time.
It's not true every time. And if you take care of your skin, maybe you go to the doctor less often and in the end
Yes.
it's better as well. So, yeah.
Yes. Is there any message that you would like to give, especially now that you are entering India?
There's no special message except to tell that we're really happy to be here. It's what we said about the beautician and the brand is the same with the partner and the brand. I mean, you can have the best brand if you don't have a good distributor.
Right.
It doesn't work, and I'm very happy of the marriage we made. It's the right timing, and we're really exciting to see what will happen in the coming years in India with Sotis, because we think now the market is ready.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for a
It's been a good
fantastic
moment.
interview.
Thank you.